Right, good afternoon members and welcome to this Policy and Resources Committee meeting held as promptly as we could on the Monday the 11th of November here in the Town Hall. In the event of a fire alarm, Mr O'Connell will assess the situation and provide further instructions on the evacuation of the building if necessary. I would remind people that this meeting will be broadcast live and recorded for playback on the Maidstone Borough Council website, but will anybody else be recording or filming the proceedings? I ask only that so that people may know this will be happening. Members who are using mobile phones or tablets are asked to please ensure that these are on silent and are only being used with regard for the business on the agenda. I reckon we can do this in under 5 minutes. So right, item 1, apologies for absence.
We've directly received one apology from Councillor Chapel-Tay, but given the short notice of the meeting, I wonder whether members would mind accepting apologies from everybody who couldn't attend, as some of them weren't even aware the meeting was going ahead.
I think that's only wise and proper, thank you. Notifications of any substitute members, obviously not. Urgent items, well, we're dealing with it. So notification of visiting members, no. Disclosures by any members or officers.
Yes, I should make it clear. I do sit on my house is on a floodplain, and the land is not my land, but my house sits on the land where the owner is a ratepayer to the Medway Drainage Board. So.
Okay, thank you. I'm sure that you are no better off than anybody else who lives there, so that's
yes,
absolutely fine.
I'm fairly expert on the subject.
Any disclosures of lobbying? Right, to consider whether any items should be taken in private because of the possible disclosure of any exempt information. I don't see that there is any. So we come to the item and the reason why we're here. It's the outside body and the substitute appointment to the Upper Medway Internal Drainage Board. Councillor Round, who is normally on that, is unable to attend due to illness, and therefore we would ask if anybody would be able to sit on that committee. I don't think that's long term, it's just for this one meeting, is that correct?
For the period of Councillor Round's absence. Okay,
therefore, would anybody, particularly Councillor Perry, I was looking for you just to notify that. Brilliant. Councillor Perry.
Thank you, Chairman. I'm happy to sub for Councillor Round. I do know the issues on the board very, very well, and so I'm happy to do it. If everybody's happy with that, that's fine by me. For the time that Councillor Round is unable to do it.
Does anybody else wish to say anything? Councillor Gooch.
Thank you, Chairman. First of all, thank you very much to Councillor Perry for offering to step in. I'm very grateful, and I certainly strongly support having him as a substitute member. But I would hope, with the greatest of respect to him at his meeting, I would hope that he could ask such questions as, where has this come from? Why haven't we had enough meeting? Don't they have any budgeting regimes in the same way that we do, different scenarios, what's coming up in the future. This does seem to have come like a bolt out of the blue. So I would hope if Councillor Perry could give us some healthy feedback, just brief points, not a lot, we're all too busy, I'd be most grateful, and really you go with our best wishes and our highest hopes. Thank you, Chairman.
Councillor Gooch, just on, and the rest of the committee, on that, I have actually attended this board when a similar item came up. And with the advice of Mr Green, I too questioned exactly what you've laid out. They were showing that they were moving sites, they were consolidating, they were trying to do everything they can. They realised that it was very hard for outside bodies to suddenly contribute money. So I would have said they may well see this as, well, we did give you a bit of notice and it was about 18 months, 2 years ago, but I'm sure that the representative members will reiterate that. Councillor Mackay, you indicated.
Funny enough, when I got the email. I thought, what did I miss last week? But I do know actually something about this drainage board. And I'm aware that they're going through a rather messy HR issue. I also thought I'd look up the finances of them. To say they're opaque would be an understatement. Very little information, very little. Who are they responsible to? You would have thought DEFRA, but they're not. But they seem to have very healthy reserves. Am I right, Mr. Green? They're an organisation that employs, I think it was 10 people.
How much do they pay their director?
Oh, you can't, oh, sorry. No, you can't find out how much their chief executive earns. That's not published, or I couldn't find that. It's good luck, Councillor Perry, and I hope you dig deep and don't pull any punches. I mean, Quango doesn't go anywhere near describing this type of organisation. None of us, I suspect, or very few of us, I suspect, would have even been aware of such things as drainage boards until we became councillors, and we're still none the wiser.
Thank you very much. So can I say then that the recommendation that the committee appoint substitute member of Councillor Perry for Councillor Round so that he may attend and vote at the Upper Medway Internal Drainage Board during the period of Councillor Round's absence. Is that all agreed? Agreed. Thank you very much. In which case I close the meeting. Thank you.